What's going on, guys? Venom here. Today we're going to be taking a look at my collection. First of all, this is my desk. Nothing super impressive. This isn't my full collection. Yeah, these are kind of more recent project stuff that I've gotten in the mail recently. It's just, yeah, in this nice little shiny boy right here. So I'll go ahead and do like a little brief overview here, and I'll take a handful of these fellows need to go upstairs to my real collection, and you guys will get to see. Oh, also, this is the Jonak Toys giveaway figure. I'll be giving it away soon, trust me. I'm gonna be away from home, so it doesn't make sense to give it away when I'm away. So, and we got some AV printed bodies from the most recent AV auction. A lot. And then I had to pull the Validus down to sell some printed arms, so I had to double check to make sure I got the right arms. So yeah, I'm gonna grab these guys and we'll go upstairs to show you guys my collection. I'm upstairs. This is my collection wall, my wall of specialties. So these lower two, I usually have my cosplay favorites or whatever just looks the best. I just moved this guy over because I had an uglier thing there I had to take photos of recently. So yeah, I got an incomplete project that I hope to get working on as soon as I, have a little bit of extra free money, This was a cheap cast. I just gotta, have to get the paint to paint it correctly. So this is my collection up here. I like it. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm having to start put more stuff downstairs in my workshop area due to lack of space. Also have these guys right here. These are more printed items or custom items that don't really match the categories in these boxes. I have categories for each box, trying to keep it, like look clean and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull down the display cases and I'll show you guys the figures. I think all things considered, I have a large collection. I had to pull another display case down that I remembered that was downstairs, and these are the figures I brought down from the workshop area. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff. So I'll be going into depth as to why some of these are out of the display cases and what's in the display cases. So I think to keep this in a good order, I'm going to go ahead and go over the Clone Customs and the other customs I have. That kind of goes over the most miscellaneous stuff that's also on the floor. So this is my Clone Customs one. However, disclaimer, these guys all back here are not, so these ones I just pegged are not Clone Customs, so I might move them over at some point, but we'll see later. So this is my Clone Customs. Pretty large collection. I do have more coming as they updated and made a realistic helmet, so that's gonna be nice. These figures back here that are not Clone Customs are DK Collectibles off Instagram. Really cool company. They base themselves off of like animated kind of stuff and the OG Lego kind of vibes. So these two are custom pad printed helmets. Lego didn't make these, so really nice stuff. Including this one. I lost the 2/12 one that paired with this, so that's kind of disappointing, but you guys get the idea. Also got the Wolfpack boys. So I got jetpacks for each of them. My brother wanted them for his mock building, so I was like, yeah, sure, we can keep them, it's fine. So this is also just random custom items. These guys right here, all these Scubas right here are Minifig Madness off Instagram as well. This is a Clone Customs guy as well. I'm not exactly sure. I think he's like one of the monk troopers or something. Another Wolfpack jump that I'll just pull off and go with the others. This is an Aerialite Customs pad printed figure. He is a Asian Brit company. One of my favorite companies. Cheap helmets. Aerialite's just a wonderful company all the way around. Not sponsored, but just love their stuff. Then we got this figure right here. It was sent in to me actually as fan mail. the dude just wanted to send me a figure and tell me how much he meant to me, or how much I meant to him, so really do appreciate it. Really, really beautiful figure. Resembles noble artists, and I just have always dreamed of having something like this in my collection, personally. So thank you. Also have this Cosplay Customs. It just has a decal aerolite helmet. That's the only difference. And then Red Wolf for the back Cosplay Customs as well. This is a custom UV printed Rebel Friend off of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga that the Wolfpack Customs and Bricks Today did off Instagram. They have done a limited quantity. They also have custom resin printed, casted, I don't know what you call these really. They're just really cool helmets that were custom modeled for the specific trooper. Also got some more custom items. Cody, Doom Trooper, I think this is Hornet, 327th Lieutenant, Purge, Captain Rex, and then that goes over all my Columbia Custom stuff. That's a mouthful. If I got any names wrong, I apologize. There's just so much to get through. I'm just trying to go through it all. It's crazy. We also have another miscellaneous item here. This is like a trans clear commando, like based off the AV colors that a guy called Custom Brick Builder did. And then we got these guys. These are my zombie troopers. I've taken parts that have kind of just been destroyed by me over time, or parts I've gotten from sellers that are not good enough. I've roughened up a little bit more, added sculpted parts and other various items, super glued some items together, and yeah, so I'm very pleased with these. I continue making more of these whenever I'm in like a good mood. This is actually just like a Mega Bloks hand that's acting like a tongue, which I thought would be kind of cool. And then this is a miscasted AVP2R helmet. So yeah, a fun idea. You guys can see kind of where I've gone from. So I had this one first, and this one, then this one, and then onto AV figures. AV takes a lot of my collection. I'll just give you guys that heads up. There's a few other items mixed in between that also have history that kind of intertwines with these things, so just keep that in mind. So first things first, miscellaneous items. We got Muddy 327th Trooper. So it came with the AV 327th Swamp Speeder set. Pretty cool. Came with the Lego helmet. That's a rarity among printed figures, so really nice to have a Lego helmet. Then I got the Brick Fair Troopers. So I got the Trauma and Realistic Phase 1 Trooper. And then we got the OGs. So for those that do not know, the OG designs are like some of the older AV stuff you can find. It's old, and a lot of people haven't really heard of it. So I kind of like to point out, like, these are my favorite figures because I personally love this style. So like these helmets have to be some of my favorites. So going down the line, I'll just show you guys a brief overview of what I got. These figures are years and years old. Sometimes the decals are even older. So you even got the Doom. This one was decaled by AV himself, as well as this Bly. Very hard items to find nowadays, especially ones decaled by Andrew himself. This Wolfpack one, I believe, was also decaled by him. It's just hard to find these kind of items. If you do, you're lucky. It's usually someone getting out of Lego and just, want to get some bucks for the next hobby, or just to pay for gas. Then we got a P2 Grunt. That one's not OG. That's just there because I like to compare old and new. So this is a newer design. It's not the newest. We got OG Gregor. So he has helmet camo. Yeah, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but all the way around. This is decaled over a CAC helmet, and then the backpack also has some, which is, personally, this is one of my most favorite figures. But Andrew doesn't make backpack camo anymore, so that's kind of sad. Then we got, I believe this is Skate, the pilot from the Red Mist. You can look on AV Figures Flickr. He's there. These decals have been acquired from Andrew directly, and he just had the files and let me decal them while I was on the team. So if you're part of the team, usually you have exclusive access to this kind of things. Then we got the old Jesse. This was back when, this is probably 4 or 5 years old. Very, very beautiful figure. I believe it uses a very old Aerolite helmet. Just goes to show how long Aerolite's been in the game. Then we got This figure here, this is one of my first sculpting attempts and painting attempts. So it's very like chunky. This was a phase 1 helmet I tried to fill in. It was really ugly, cracked, and so I just kind of tried to fix it up. The white paint, as you can tell, not great, but overall I'm still proud of it to this day. It looks really nice. I call it the Zebra Trooper because it reminds me of a zebra. Then we got the Legacy Trooper. This is a Legacy Designs Trooper. So back when Legacy was still in production, he would make these designs, but now he's gone out of business and I'm not sure what he's doing now. So I keep this just to remember the times. We got also another painted one. These two went hand in hand together. This one was one of the first designing attempts. This was me and Republic Scout 722 before he left the LEGO community. So he made this one. I never actually made officially any of my other ones. So, yep. And then we got another Scout that I kind of tried to replicate Noble Scouts off of, but there's no metal pieces on it. Like sculpted Mando, camo, Stormtrooper, Bo-Katan. This is one of my most favorite sculpting attempts I have done. So, I think this used green stuff. I think I might have a photo somewhere of it in progress. Still one of my most favorite figures to date. The paint job was a little rushed, but he gets the point across. Another painted figure you guys might see in some of my older videos. I'm not sure if I've deleted it or not. Got Thanos Trooper. Didn't really want to originally call him that. I was going to plan to make him like a Samurai Trooper. It's an AV Figures First Order sculpt cast, and I just painted it up. Honestly, another one of my tops. I just personally love the First Order sculpt. The helmet, not so much, but yeah, this is another figure, custom 3D printed waist cape. Just remember that time as well. AV figure printed body for me, usually put my helmet on it, but now that I've quit working for AV, I just have it collecting dust. And we also got Mandos, and we got the Riot Trooper. This is also decaled by Andrew with the custom Riot shield. Very, very beautiful figure. I paid like 50 bucks for it, but to me, it was well worth it. So we already went over, and then we got another Mando here. This is based off of like a Lego, some photo I found on the on Safari, and then I sculpted over a Mega Bloks gun just to make it look kind of cool. Turned out really cool. I'm proud of it. And then one of my oldest designs to date. This was based off of the Noble Artist design as well. ARF Trooper. I used him, I think, as a profile pic at one point too. Love him. I think I gave away this guy at one point too, so we'll go ahead and close this up, and then we'll move into printed and decaled figures. Alrighty, so here's my printed AV figure collection. It's quite big actually with everything in it. As you can see, I put ahead the 327 Trooper and the whole Valida squad, since I already kind of discussed them. So just to give you guys an overview of my collection. So yeah, so as you guys can see, we got Commandos, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So we got the Gunner, we got the Pilot, and we got the whole Delta Squad. I even went to decal the helmets and not use just the printed CAC ones that AV used for their release. And it just overall looks better. Goes with the aesthetic. Then we got the Grunt Commando, another one of my personal favorites. At one point I might decal the helmet, but just slap the helmet on there. We also got Commander Doom and a Doom Trooper back here. I just haven't wanted to decal the helmets because they were a pain in the butt. We also got the Veterans Day Trooper. This is the Camo Trooper, for those that don't know. So, pretty cool trooper. Eventually I'll decal the decaled version for myself, but that is to be done at a later date. We also got the Ultimate Legion Pack figures. So we got Waxer and Boyle. We even have 212 Trooper. We got Cody and Cody. So I got P1 and P2. Also have part of the other Legion Pack members are the 501st, but we'll go over them in a later. So we also got Bly, Yeah, the regular 327 Trooper. We got Fox and Shock Trooper. Eventually I'll do Fox, but I don't feel like Fox much because he's a bit more of a painful design. Alright, that's a mouthful. We got Fives, Echo, we got Rex as well, with the black antenna that I couldn't see until just now. We got Apo, we also got this 501st Trooper. We also got Jesse, Tup, Hardcase, and Dogma, Kicks, and another Rex variant that goes with the P1 Cody. And then we got Shadow Rex that came with Black Friday release this past year. We also got all the Purge Troopers Andrew made. These were not ever available to the public. Only AV Elite and team members had access to these. And even being a team member, I paid a lot of money for these. Like, even as a collector, I'll elaborate on it. I paid a lot of money. Paid like $50 per, $55 per, which is crazy. All the other ones in comparison, I paid $20 for the body, roughly. $18. Yeah, $18. Haven't paid any $20 yet. We got the Ahsoka that Andrew made. This thing, the price has shot up crazy since Season 7. We also got Kenner Boba. We got the 3 Sabine variants that Hector and JD did on Instagram. We got Gregor. We got a Geo misprint. I'm yet to get sent decals for these. So they go with the Geo ARF boys, but I sold them a little while ago. I got Jet and the Flame Trooper, personally some of my most favorite designs of all. And that kind of goes over my printed figures. Alrighty, so we have some more decaled figures in here. This is the second to last box of figs. It's a lot of stuff, don't worry, I know. So we got some OG stuff here in the front. We got Scout Trooper. This was actually not OG. It came out, I got this when the decals came out, so bought that. Got an OG Death Trooper, OG Stormtrooper, and OG Hover Tank. I think this is an OG Shore, I'm not 100% sure. Got a whole bunch of these Shore decals. And then OG Finn. I'm not sure how many Finns are out there, but I know First Order Troopers are on the site. This red decal is just not there, so I'm curious if Andrew lost the file or something. Then we got Jek and Reyes. These are some of my oldest decaled figures. They're yellowed and just, you know, I like to remember where I came from. Then we got Galactic Marine, a kind of fragile looking Doom Trooper. I also like to remember the different times and decal stages where Andrew went through a whole bunch of different decal paper and sealant to find a good source. Yeah, ARC Troopers right here in the front. We got Commander Pons, and this is a May 4th design that I did. Not a huge fan of them because you can kind of tell it's just, he doesn't look like he's even there. We got Airborns. I love my Airborns. Got some more OG figs here that didn't fit in the other bin. So Thyre, Stone, Fox, and then this is a Rancor ARF. These are all decaled by AV himself, and this one was Hanukkah Trooper decaled by Brady's Bricks on Instagram. Then got this one. This one has an interesting story I might go over in a different video because it's kind of long. This is Cinnamon Stone, and this is not Decorative Doom. One of the Dooms. One of my cleanest figures in AV. You can see, you can't even see the seams. Personally, love it. Then we got Spook 212 with the no orange markings. Not very many of them made out to the market because they were considered a misprint. Then we got Thorn. So I think this is like, I don't even know. Never mind. And these all go with the Fox and Trauma I showed you guys earlier. And I got my own Flame Trooper. This uses AV Sculpt, and I painted the helmet and painted the body red. So, and then we got another Brick Fair Trooper up here. And we got 2 of the Patriots, so these are the 2019 versions. The I think this is the realistic and the animated one. We got the Canada Trooper, I think. I'm not 100% sure what the official name is. AirPods Trooper, think they were like 5, and there's a whole story behind that one. That's why I've kept it. Bluetooth 12, that one's rare. Shadow Cody, for those that don't know, a very limited release was done of these, and I will be doing another helmet at one point because the guy that came with this idea got another decal sheet with a black visor, not red, so can't wait to do that at some point. We got TNR Customs team exclusive from AV, so these two are team exclusives. Then we got my exclusives. This is Venom, kind of lame design, honestly. Chisel, flathead, because he looks like a flathead screwdriver. And then back here are the Fanatics exclusives off Instagram as well. So Puck, this is just a desert grunt. This is another grunt. P2 grunt. I think this might be a grunt. I'm not 100% sure. That's a grunt. And these are his Halo designs. I'm yet to decal all of them still. Anyway, that is the majority of my decaled figures. On to my last box. Alright, now in the last case is my 501st collection, minus Echo and Fives, of course. I might update this collection video at some point, but this is majority how my collection is going to stay. And I do plan on doing some collection work and getting some more stuff, but you guys get the idea. So these are my OG 501st figures. These have a special place in my heart because this is when I came into decaling, and I just remember looking at these when I first started. I'm like, man, these are so cool. And then Boomer isn't exactly OG, but he kind of fits in with the embalming people. And this is one of also my first figures. It's another OG figure, but over time I've kind of maxed him out a little bit. It's an aerial helmet, CAC antenna, aerial gauntlets, AV. AV holsters and AV cloth. This is back when AV had like the special thing where you had to pay shipping and you got free cloth, but shipping was like $5. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to my collection. It's a lot of display cases to go through. And I'll probably cut some of the footage and stuff out, kind of speed it through. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.